Did you see how? Now look, I understand what you're saying. That's when Run DMC and everybody still wearing that leather.
Snub.
LL came in with velour sweatsuits and a Kango
with the look.
That's why I said we're not gonna skip over LL.
No, LL had the image. I'm talking about.
And then he said, "Now I'm gonna rap to the girls too. I don't know what."
I'm talking about what you hear is not a test. I'm rocking to the beat. I'm not counting them.
She not.
I'm not counting them, G.
I'm not going up you. I'm not going up
you. We're gonna try to move your feet. This is like rap for you, like.
I take all your shit with a grain of salt now.
They discovered like a rhyme pattern, like that match. But they like, come on, bro.
And, hey, like Sir tried to tell Lux, oh yeah, you was nice with the cross, but I took to the Euro with it. I know you took it international and you hit the Euro. That was dope. But you got to build up that. You did 3-4. He had 1-2. It's easy to do 3-4 when 1-2 already laid out for you.
Yeah, but not them though, G. Let's get Rakim and LL this round.
You just saying the nigga that's holding up the whole house who started like, hey, you should get on top of there and do that.
He didn't hold up no.
The nigga who at the top would do all the work on some else. Man, I'm better than everybody.
They did no work, bro. You can't
start at Kobe too.
No, when you could look at it, like I don't start at George Mikan. I tell you that much.
Well, you could look at them, you just didn't like the way they was dressed, and they was fresh then, because that was their era. They clothes.
I watched it. I watched it.
You seen the Mac movies and all that. They was, you know what I'm saying?
They was dribbling with one hand and shooting the ball with two at the free throw line. I saw them. It's not there. I get to watch it and go back.
And somebody else started off like that, and then was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to this hand." Like that. This man said, "No, I'm gonna do that." That's how it changed. Before we saw
anybody would thought about anybody.
So you don't count. Look, so you don't count Pistol Pete Marriage as one of the best passes ever. It's footage of him, and you seen he was doing everything that Magic.
I don't think he's better than Steve Nash. I'll say that because stuff in hand.
Steve Nash go through the air with the custom ball behind his back like that, and the no look. Where he get that from? Where Magic get it from?
All right, okay. I'll tell you this.
So ain't no Connie Hawkins, ain't no Dr. J, it's just Michael Jordan. That's how you look at it. Even the people that he did his moves from and added.
It's not our fault stuff advanced so much, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, yeah. I think Lloyd
from
Banks
1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, but you can't never forget and get the love to the 1 to 2. They're the one that started it.
We're gonna give them love, but we're not gonna act like they're the best. We're gonna give them love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody really say Rakim better than Jay-Z. But Jay-Z might have got his style from Rakim. And Biggie might have got their shit from Rakim. But they just enhanced it. It was just super enhanced. Like,
I ain't gonna let you do that to the Brooklyn Legends. They said it was Big Daddy Kane, but you can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just talking about any one of them. When people say they top 5,
I know what you're saying.
Most likely you're gonna say Jay-Z, Pac, Biggie. They're not gonna say Rakim, Big Daddy Kane.
Well, if you ask Jay-Z, he gonna say Rakim, Big Daddy, the nigga that matters. That's what I'm saying. If you ask Jordan, he gonna say Connie Hawkins. Ooh. If you ask, that's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying?
What's Jay-Z's favorite most memorable line? Where niggas argue all day about who's the best MCs. What names you say?
At that time, he wasn't being argued.
Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas.
I said, like, how you insert yourself in there? You weren't even popping like that, dude.
Because he knew it. He was him. It was like Hitman. Gee, when I heard Reasonable Doubt, I knew
that's what it is. But it wasn't true at the time. Maybe in Brooklyn. It was.
Bro, he had dropped Reasonable Doubt. It was the greatest album of fucking all time.
It was slept on there. I remember that. Nope. That was one of the ones when they said they came back and tried to get 5 mics.
It was slept on the mainstream. The real MCs knew. Biggie knew what was going on. After Biggie heard Reasonable Doubt, he told everybody, like, oh, he the one. Y'all think I'm the one?
Oh, that's all I'm saying. Hold the one. 2eiies. He's telling you.
Okay.
Doing this with original flavor and everybody back then. This flow he now, what he doing now, he the only one that scares me when we writing. I remember he said,
who created the fadeaway? When you think about the fadeaway, who you think about?
Michael
Is it
Jordan
Connie
and Kim
Hawkins
Olajuwon.
by MJ?
Mine is Michael Jordan and Kim Olajuwon because he got his from Olajuwon. When he had the shimmy, he gave him the shimmy, but he faded like he was Connie Hawkins.
Okay, but nobody gonna say Connie Hawkins.
Michael said Connie Hawkins. That's what made me go look at it. I'm saying, oh, okay, dang, oh, dude was back. Mike put him and him together. That's dope.
But I'm just saying in general, like he took it over. He made it.
I'm saying these
like,
kids need to learn their history. We gotta stop disrespecting. Can't be doing something not knowing you. You gotta get that skill set. We're gonna go back to what we talking about marketability in the commercial business now. So we saying that you are real.
It was another civil rights,
right? Mainstream.
It was another civil rights leader before Martin Luther King. Mm-hmm. He wasn't the first. But Martin Luther King did so much in his time. He's the one what he known for. He earned that. He did that. He outshined them. LL Cool J had a long career, so he could be in this discussion because he lasted every level. Some of them other rappers couldn't last, bro. Like Big Daddy Kane couldn't get out another era. He was done with. They could KRS-One try to get into another era. He was the GOAT in his era, but he couldn't make it out.
I'm glad you said that. I always remember that. I'm saying nobody can really show more, but like to prove it wrong. Rakim had the first scheme, and Big Daddy Kane was doing the first punchlines.
Yeah.
All these tournaments doing punchlines and schemes. You talking about, man, damn Big Daddy Kane, Rakim. Be like, boy, you dumb as hell. Why you gonna say the nigga who created it?
And then it was somebody like Nas that came in and did punchlines, schemes with story. Then you like
because he had the blueprint. He put them together. He put Connie Hawkins and Dr. J together and became Michael Jordan.
You can't, but I'm just saying the person who created the wheel, you can't give the person him the credit who created the Benz. You know what I'm saying? Like he still was masterful at what he did. He took what you did and made it to the next form.
I never said that. That's what I'm saying. But guess what? When we go back, they show us the pictures of the invention of the creator of the wheel. It's very important. That wheel is very important. It sparked ideas that was other than cars for machinery. But
we're not going like that. I got somebody. I got it. Great.
Okay. 80s versus 90s. SNUBBO versus PROVERB. Interesting debate.
You have to give it to the innovators, man. You got to give it up for them. That's all. You got to know where your punchlines come in when you got a guy that say from the old. You know what I'm saying? My cousin was a DJ when I was young, so I got to really learn about hip hop. Hip hop is only 1 year older than me. I'm old, so that's what I grew up on. So I know everything. You know what I'm saying? You hear it from when you were a kid. You go back, oh man, I used to love that song when I was a kid. I ain't know how I knew the, you know what I'm saying, the words to that. I watch it evolve. Just like with hooping. I watch hooping evolve. You know what I'm saying? In the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Young, you're a kid. When you first dribbling the ball, you have your favorite thing you like. Throwing the ball that before you really learn who the best and what they do. You just have your favorites. Then you learn. Then you go back. Randy Moss made that one-hand catch look great. But if you go look back at last Stallworth and all that, like that, one-hand catch. When they ain't had that much padding, they was trying to kill you out there.
Right. Okay.
You know, me, I like my history. I love Sugar Ray Robinson, so I'm always, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Before I go to my Floyds, my Roy Jones Jr., my Sugar Ray Leonard's, you know what I'm saying? I think his name's Prince Nassim. I said, I'll be forgetting, but I always like when you go back and look, you be like, man, these dudes had some footwork. That's okay. I see what you was doing. You was using middleweight stuff on heavyweights. And you was big. Like, man, you big. Stop doing all that. I got it all.
Okay.
So I understand what he's saying. So are we going, before we get out of here, with battle rap now looking like it's headed to be going mainstream, it's going to be a lot of change. It's not going to stay pure like that. They are going to pick the people that's more of entertainers and marketable like that. Can work a stage to get a crowd. But right now, we doing pure skill. Ain't no crowds. It's time for these skillful MCs. This your time to be heard.
Well, there ain't no physical crowd, but it's a crowd that's building up over they trying to get to millions and millions of viewers on that caffeine. So
Yeah. All
it's
right.
gonna be about, I think, star power is really gonna come into play.
Star power.
And you gotta have
Can't
the
get
right
mad.
stuff on in order to, you know what I mean? Because you can't copy respect. You know what I'm saying? But man, y'all already know, man. These guys, you know what I'm saying? They're just always debating certain little things and things like that. So make sure y'all stay tuned. You never know what they're gonna have debating or talking about. Leave your comments down there. Let them know what you think, as far as the music side, basketball side. What era did you start with? I'm with
You can
Snub.
copy and paste though.
You know
You
what
can
I'm
copy and paste respect.
saying? I'm in the
Nah, see, you got
same era.
innovators once again. The innovators. We'll respect that. You gotta show love to the innovators.
Yeah, that's a
Let's
fact.
go.
Y'all already know. Gang.
Yeah.